drunk, and my friend was with me. I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go, like, probably gonna be late to work tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, man, alright, we'll see you later, because he was, like, trying to talk to some girl, and so I was thinking, like, I probably shouldn't drive. Nah, I'll be fine, right? And so I get in my car, and, like, I'm driving home, and I think it's a good idea to call my ex-boyfriend, because I'm fucking drunk. And then I was like, no, like, don't. So I, like, threw my phone in my car. And then I woke up the next day, and I was in bed, and it was 10 a.m., and I had, like, 3 missed calls, like, 12 text messages, and I was like, how the what just, like, what happened? And so I call my boss, talk to her, she's pissed, but thankful that I'm alive, and then I'm like, why do I... And something is just telling me, like, go check your car, go check your car. And so I, like, walk out, and I look at my car, and there's just, like, giant dent on the side of my car, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I do not remember driving home at all. Oh, my God. And I was just like, I am never doing... Because I don't even know if I hit anybody, if... What happened? It was embarrassing. It's still on my car. Kind of like a reminder to, like, don't fuck up.
I want to see that. I want to, like, when I get out of here.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I'll, like...
it's just, like... And I've never done it since.
That's so crazy. No, okay, the reason why I reacted so intensely, I went to college at University of Dallas in Irving. Okay. And so I spent all of my formative years in Irving and Dallas. So I also have a horrifying drunk breakup story at Dallas, Irving. And I was like, whoa, you're telling my story. Even the crash of car. And I just have to, I was like, I have to tell you this. So I broke up. I'm sorry. I know
How are you guys getting away with these crimes? Like, Jesus Christ. All right, no. I mean, I want to hear the story.
I didn't do, and this wasn't me. Years after college, I redated. Now, my husband went to college with me too, but it wasn't him that I'm dating. It was my other college boyfriend. I redated in my early 30s, and I moved to Dallas to live with him and whatever. We lived together for 2 years, then we broke up. I had to stay in the house because I couldn't leave because I didn't have any money to go anywhere. So we had to still live with each other, and we were broken up, and it sucked. Finally, my girlfriends here in Austin were like, just get in your car and come to our house. Like, you can stay with us until you get on your feet. And that's what I ended up doing. But when I set a date for leaving, because, like, we were destitute. I had no money. I mean, just the gas to get from Dallas to Austin was going to cost me, like, a lot of money, and I didn't have it. And this was the kind of guy, he was just, like, drunk all the time. Totally crazy drunk. He played beautiful, beautiful guitar, but no one will ever hear it. It's the saddest thing I can ever imagine in my life, that he's just like a waste of a beautiful musician. And that's what I think of when I think of all those like crazy drugged out painters and whatnot. Yeah. I'm like, fuck them. Fuck them, because like they're the ones who are just like beautifully like putting out this fabulousness, and it fails. Anyway, the day I'm supposed to leave, I'm like, okay, I'm going to load up the car. I have everything, like, staged at the door, because we didn't live in a nice neighborhood, so I wasn't going to pack it the night before. So I, like, have it staged at the door. We both have to go to work. I, like, am in the bathroom. He leaves for work. I walk out the door. He's taken my car. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So he took my car, so I can't leave. So I have to wait till he gets home from work. So I'm just sitting there. I, like, go run a few errands with his car, and I'm just waiting there, like, steaming real mad. And he's not going to be home until like 5 p.m. And I'm like, ugh, great. I have to wait another day because of this asshole. Anyway, around noon, he rolls in with my car. And when he rolls in, the whole front of my Toyota is like bashed like somebody took a baseball bat to it. The like sides of it are like dented in. The like whole hood is like bashed. One of the like lights is broken. I'm like, what the hell happened? He gets out of the car. He's trashed. Yeah. He's like, I don't know, must have happened in a parking lot at work. And I was like, no, it absolutely didn't. Why are you even home right now? And he's like, they made me go home because I was drunk. Really? What a fucking surprise. Like, you're home because your boss was like, hey, by the way, you're super drunk. Maybe you should go home. That's never good, right? And then somehow you crashed up the car and then brought it home to me? And he was like, I didn't do it. I don't know what happened. So I was like, ugh. So then he's an asshole. He just goes in the house and passes out. I load up my car and I leave. I left with the crashed up car because I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do it. Flash forward to 3 weeks later, I'm living in Austin. I get a phone call. Hi, this is the Dallas Police. We have a record of your car being in a car accident, and we need you to deal with that. And I was like, ha ha! And he's like, I'm sorry? What reaction? And I was like, yeah, I'll give you the name of the person who did it. I tell him the whole story, and he's like, no way. And I was like, yeah, he definitely... No, I didn't tell him that he was drunk because I didn't want him to get in huge, huge trouble. He got in enough trouble.
Yeah.
I was like, he took the car out, and then he came back, and he was crashed up. And he was like, oh, no. And I was like, yep, heartbroken. Bashed up the car. And he's like, that's horrible. So I gave him his phone number, and I called... the guy, Chris, and I'm like, hey, man, just so you know, the cops are going to call you because you crashed my car and you have to pay some money for it, but I didn't tell them you were drunk. So just shut up about it, all right?
Yeah.
Either you're going to go to jail forever or you can just pay some fines on the fact that the car. But so I'm in Austin and they're like, can we see the car? And I'm like, well, I'm far away. I don't know what to tell you. So I took photos. I don't even think we had phones like this at the time, but whatever. I took photos of it and emailed it to them.
And then had those photos developed at a Walmart.
And then I mailed them in an envelope. No, I think there was like a camera, and I plugged it in a computer, and then I emailed photos. Anyway, he was like, "There's no way that the accident that I'm investigating could have caused all that damage." He's like, "Clearly, your car was in multiple car accidents." I said, "Oh, well, if you have any unsolved ones, you go ahead and give me a call, huh?" And he's like, yeah, I probably will. And I was like, you have a great day. And he's like, good luck in Austin. And I was like, see ya.
Just all these cold cases coming back up all of a sudden.
Right. You're like, that's this guy. That's this guy. That's why I've never heard of him again. That's why he's not on social media. He's probably in jail.
Wow. You guys. Wow. You want to hear my driving story?
Yes.
Yep.
I was 16. It was New Year's Eve. I had thrown a party. And this girl that, I don't know, I was hopeless romantic for or whatever. She totally fucked me over. She was my worst enemy in high school. I did not see it at the time. She left, had somebody take her home, and then she called me and said she wanted to come back. So I was like, all right, I'll come get you. Just after drinking so much tequila or whatever. I was like, I'll come get you, and we can party some more. And so I get in my car after my friends really.
Are you Eastern European?
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm so drunk on tequila that I'm Ukrainian. All of a sudden I'm coming for you. No, you wait there. I show up on my reindeer-driven sleigh. No, so I get in my shitty Festiva after my friends sit on the hood and try and make me not go, and I go get her. And then half a mile away from my house, I get pulled over because it's 2 a.m. on a New Year's Eve, and I'm driving a car the size of a dryer, a washing machine. That's how small this car is.
Yeah.
And I get pulled over, and he knocks on my window, and then I don't know, the law works. That's what happened. I got taken to jail. The whole legal process played itself out. I don't know why you guys. I didn't hit anybody. You know what? I got pulled over for changing lanes without signaling. That's what he pulled me over for. I wasn't even driving like an asshole, and I just happened to smell like tequila because you can't That's like being sprayed with a skunk. You can't really get rid of that once it's on you until you've bathed a day or two. And he just took me to jail. And I was 16. That's the only thing that was lucky about it, is I couldn't be tried as an adult. So there was a lot of just chaining me, or handcuffing me.
South Carolina.
Yeah. I'm all of a sudden on the side of the road, so here cracking rocks,
That's what happened immediately. It was that.
Yeah,
an hour later.
Yeah, I just wake up on a work farm in Mississippi.
The law works quickly.
Yeah. Especially against white people out there in South Carolina.
You're just sold to a farm immediately.
No, they handcuffed me to an office chair because it was New Year's Eve, and all of the little all of the cells in the tiny little jail that my hometown had were just full of people.
Yeah.
Just full of drunk assholes sleeping it off or whatever. So they handcuffed me. I'm talking stacked Jenga blocks. But yeah, they handcuff me, and then it's just a bunch of cops just like berating me. It's like scared straight for like till the sun comes up. They're just like, "What are you doing here?" It's like I was drinking and driving, and they're like, "What are you drinking?" And I was like, "Tequila," and they're like, "What the fuck's tequila?" And I'm like, "You obviously know what tequila is, sir. You know, like tequila probably put a lot of people in here tonight." And and then it was just like this whole process of like having to go to court and pay fines to get my license back, and that's just how the legal system should work. Is all I'm trying to say. No, I don't know. That haunts like it fucks up my car insurance and stuff. That's why I don't have a car. No, I just said fuck. Well, I mean, also I just sold it to move to Austin, but regardless, I am not really excited about trying to get a car again, just because that shit kind of haunts you for a little while.
Yeah.
Like every day I get in my car, I'm like, ugh. Like if you decide to die today, like I'll be real sad, but at least I won't have to drive like for a while.
You'll have a good excuse to not have a car for a minute.
Yeah, like it's just such a hassle. Like it's really convenient and great, but I took like the bus for like a week because it wasn't working, and I was like, this is amazing. Like not having to drive and like being able to get where I'm going while I'm like reading a book is really cool.
It is nice. The bus system in this town is actually really great. It's very helpful. You can get to a lot of places. I've gotten to crazy locations.
This podcast brought to you by Capital Metro. It is amazing, and like that's the thing is like I have to.
That'll be a great sponsor, guys.
Right?
Get in that.
It's amazing in the sense of like
Capital Metro wants to like totally support a podcast about like 3 artists trying to be artists.
What were you guys talking about? Xanaxes and drunk driving? Yeah. Like that's exactly the crowd we're going
Everyone's
for.
told a poop story.
Yeah.
Done. We've discussed Nazis and horrifying dog eugenics. Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a good pitch. I like you guys. Here's a month pass on the Metro Rapid. How about that? That'll get you rolling. That'll get the financing going.
A life pass? Is that what you said?
A month pass. A life pass. That would be amazing. You know what? You'll never have to pay for the bus again. What is a $2.50 a day price right here? Yeah, no, that's amazing. I would love to do that, honestly, because then I would really have an excuse not to get a car. Because now that Uber's here, it's like I'm like this close to just getting a car and using Uber to pay the car payments and like the insurance and stuff.
That's what I was gonna do. But like I heard that Uber and Lyft might not stay in Austin, right?
Yeah,
What's happening?
I don't know about that.
Well, it's like the city's tied up with the cabs, and they're losing money through these rideshare services. And it was like at first the cops were like doing shit like holding stings and stuff for Uber drivers, where they like cops would be undercover.
They do that, yeah.
And would like the thing is like I guess one of the clauses in being a rideshare service is that no actual money or cash can trade hands. Yeah. So like cops would get Uber rides and then try and give the drivers money, and sometimes they would just leave money in the back seat, and then there would be another cop waiting to pull that Uber driver over and catch them taking cash. And like that was how they were busting these guys.
That's pretty shitty.
Very shitty. But that was a push for a little bit.
That's like how all laws work, guys. It's like they like one guy and they help that one guy, and then when the other guy wants to do it, they're like, "Fuck you, other guy." Like that's just how life works.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast. I don't remember which one.
One of those.
And,
maybe it's on the Real Radio.
But yeah, they were talking about.
Yeah.
I think it was Reply All, actually. They were talking about this law that was being, just like internet stuff, and how, like how, god damn it, how like they got Al Capone on like tax evasion.
Yeah.
Like they.
Oh yeah, they'll find that like loophole kind of thing to bust you on.
Yeah, and it's like something as like ubiquitous as like the like terms of agreement thing. Like if you fuck up in like the way that everybody fucks up, but they have something on you, but they can't get you for that thing, they're gonna go for this like other route just to fuck you. Yeah. And it's kind of crazy and really shitty. I'm not explaining it well.
No.
I'm sorry.
I totally know what you mean.
With reference to the internet?
Wait, what?
This is a law about the internet?
Well, it's like the deep web, or
it's like the story was about this guy who like what was he a part of? He had a job for like Fox or what was it? It was like some Chronicle thing, and he got fired or they let him go, and he was really pissed off about it. And he had all of these like passwords and usernames to like change the change like the headlines of like this website, and so he was like giving it to hackers and just like telling them like, hey guys, fuck their shit up, and so people were and
well, you can't do that.
Yeah, and it was like that big story, but attached to it are like all of these like other like